You can see I have one, that's right, one little guy back here on my brotherhood. That's it. That's all that's here at the house. And we've been very fortunate that we can get all those guys up here, get those real close, tied up pictures like we can. But we're not going to be able to do that right now. But I tell you what, right after daylight this morning, I had a prayer circle full of deer. So let me let you take a look at that. I zoomed in there a little bit. You can't see them nearly as good as we normally see them here on the letting Antlers Grow video or watching Antlers Grow video that we run every week. But you'll be able to kind of get a look at them and kind of tell. Some of you have got devices, especially on your computers, where you can zoom right in, get real tight. That's how some of you have found out numbers of deer that I don't even notice and things like that. So you can kind of zoom in, take a little look, see if you think they've changed from last week, because they're just not changing much right now. I'm not noticing a whole lot. But when you look from week to week and then go back a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, I think that maybe if I can get Pat to do it, I'll try to get him to put together a recapitulation of, why don't I just say recap? A recap, and maybe go back to where they started getting their first little nubbins up and kind of throw a little bit in there from each one of them for next week. And that way you can kind of get a real good look at them growing all the way from the start to where they are now, because they're really spectacular, and they're going to lose that velvet here pretty soon. When they lose that velvet, it's going to be totally different to look at, totally different, a whole new ball game. So anyway, we'll do that perhaps next week if I can get Pat to do it. To end this thing, I want to go in the pen with the white deer. As you know, in the past, we have not been able to get Snow White to eat out of my hands when I'm in there with them. Now, if I'm outside, she'll just stick her nose through the fence and eat all day long. If even Chris can get out there in the chair, and she'll eat out of Chris's hand just as long as Chris will feed her. But it seems like when I get in the pen with her, I think she's just afraid and taking care of those babies. By the way, I saw her babies nursing just a little while ago, so they're still nursing strong. So their mama's still taking care of them good. In addition, they're eating a lot of deer food right now too, a lot of South Fresh. So I've got some carrots and I've got some apples. Let's go in the pen and we'll get a real good close-up. You know, we can get close to Prince Charming's big old giant antlers. Let's take a look. Well, it is always good to look out right after daylight, and the prayer circle is full of deer. There is thundercloud, a couple squirrels chasing each other. The young man has got love on his mind. She's not worth chasing. Yes, sir. Thundercloud and his son Forced, grooming on each other. Big, beautiful bucks. And the Brotherhood. More beautiful bucks. And is that Molly out there with them? I believe it is. So let's see, 5 bucks out there. Look over here. Snow White and her babies and Prince Charming. Look at the rack on that guy. It looks bigger every day. Every day. This is the early morning look out of the window. First thing I do when I go get me a cup of coffee. There is one of the babies. And that would be Wild Child. I have seen little Whitey. He's fine too. He was there just a minute ago. So it looks like everybody's fine. We have elk in the front yard. Just another typical morning starting. Jamie's here. Looks like we are 1 buck short out there. And so he should show up soon, I hope. Gosh, those are 2 beautiful bucks right there. Mercy. It's pretty dead calm down here. I want to just, I turned the mic, I unhooked the microphone, just doing natural sound right now. And we'll start out feeding these guys here. And I've got both carrots and apples, and I'm hoping to get Snow White to come up here and eat out of my hand. Come here, Snow White. Snow White, come here, baby. Come here, baby. work our way up here on those. But we're taking a look at him. This is his deal right here, but I still would like to get her to come up here and eat out of my hand. Here's the little baby. Oh, the little baby's almost gonna eat out of my hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he's so close. I don't think he saw me there. He just about ate out of my hand. Come here, baby. She jumped over the tripod. Here, baby. Here. Looky there. Looky there. Oh, no, you can't see him, but he almost took that carrot out of my hand. He's right here. He's not paying much attention to me. I turned that down a little bit. You might have been able to see him right there. You're not interested in seeing me anyway. Come here, back off a little bit so they can see your antlers. This is what we're looking at, is your antlers. There you go, baby. I'm not wanting to feed you the whole bag. I want the babies to get some. I want Snow White to get some, and you're just going to stay up here and hog the whole thing, aren't you? He said, this is about antlers. It's not about babies and Snow White. That's what it's about. It's about antlers. You know, isn't that something? I mean, she's just been that way. She's been that way all along, and just will not eat out of my hands when I'm in here. Now, she might take one or two, but then she gets scared and runs off. And you see her just running around the pen, just kind of. I thought we were going to have the larger enclosure finished today, and that hadn't happened. George was going to come yesterday, and his crew, and they were going to finish it. We're very, very close to having that enclosure finished. They're going to have a great big enclosure with lots of trees in it, and I'll have to get a building and put in there, and which I will do that. Oh, you're going through it, aren't you, big boy, huh? You are going through the carrots. Yes, you are. And little deer eating apples and carrots off the ground. I think they're liking the apples a lot better now than the carrots. The little babies. It's amazing how poorly they can see in the daytime. It's just amazing how poorly they can see in the daytime. It's all about the night, and that's it. That's it. Susan's bag is totally empty. Thunder is rolling. That one storm that was right there, you look back there now, it's clear. That storm is gone. And hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. Okay, he is so interested in carrots that he's just right here on top of us. Difficult to even get a look at his antlers. You can see how big they are from up above. It's like a drone shot. But he's looking around now to see if there's any on the ground, and there are. I can see a couple orange carrots laying down there that the other deer didn't find. He's gonna go hustle them up. We should be able to get look at her just run around, that silly thing. You're gonna get a big pen, you're gonna be able to run a lot, baby. You're gonna be able to run a lot. You can see how they have a difficult time. No better than she can see. You can see how they have a difficult time out in the wild. Come on, boy, turn around here and look. Oh, there, take a look right there. Take a look at that. Look at those big old pink antlers, will you? I'm having a real hard time. He says, you want to look? There's your look at some antlers. Having a real hard time getting him to sit still because he's wanting those carrots. It's a beautiful little look at our baby fawns. You can see that they got the tan color in them, just like a fawn, but they should turn completely white. All of that hair should fall out, just like you see it's got spots on it, just like the regular deer. That all should fall out. And I'm looking, and I see a little nubbins already sticking out on that guy right there. I think that is Casper. It looks like he's already got some nubbins sticking out, and I don't think it looks like that. He might have just a little bit sticking out there, but this little guy right here beside me, he's right here, right here. He walks right up real close. He's not afraid of you. There's no reason for him to be afraid, but he just gets very, very close. We take a look there. Oh my gosh, is that a giant or is that a giant? Look at that guy. And this is not zoomed a bit. This is just, he's right here on top of me because he's wanting some more. He's wanting some more carrots or apples. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. He says, I don't want to be petted. I'm not into being petted. I'm not like Whitey and Lucille, and I don't need to be petted. I need to be fed. Look how big he is. He's just a big old beautiful boy. looking around to see if he can find something on the ground. We got some good looks at him. That's a beautiful look right there. I know the camera's not necessarily level. And coming up here a little closer, back away just a little bit. Look at those horns, golly. Man, those are beautiful. They're warm, they're real warm. Don't have a lot of velvet on them. It won't take much for him to clean those off. Golly. What a magnificent animal. Oh, what a magnificent animal you are. My goodness. Listen to the thunder rolling. Garth Brooks, the thunder rolls. Garth Brooks is going to be at Thunder Ridge, Bass Pro Shops, Thunder Ridge. At the end of the month. Ooh, look at that. My goodness. Well, that's about as good a look as you can get of him. I guarantee you that's a pretty one right there. Looking really, really nice. Big, beautiful thing. And you look right there, you can't see any nubbins on Casper. Ice has got some which is ever's which. I don't know which is which, to be honest with you. One of them was bigger than the other one. I named the bigger one of the two Ice, but I'm not sure that he's bigger now. But they're going to have all that whole area right there, all of what you're looking at, as an enclosure to wander around in. Here he is right here on top of me again. You're a pretty boy. Don't be hitting me on the butt. All righty. Okie dokie dokie. That will wrap up this week's episode of Watching Giant Deer Antlers Grow. I apologize for not getting some really fantastic close-ups of the Brotherhood. They're in here just at certain times of the day, and that's it. And they were in here early this morning, and they were laying out there, and I just had other things to do, and I got around, didn't get to get any shots of them, and here we are running out of time. And so, that's a nice shot of them laying in that prayer circle this morning, and that's pretty much an every morning occurrence right there. And we're just that we can check them and make sure that nobody got killed or eaten by coyotes during the night, so they would check and see if they're all out there. That's really a great thing. So anyway, that'll wrap it up. Share this video with as many people as you possibly can, and remember, I sure do love you.